I'm Gurnoor Singh Me and my team are at the director's office to interview the director of the Icon Public School, which is Aradhna Rana ma'am. So, don't you think the annual shows uh, every year have revolved around a theme? And could you tell about this year's theme?
Our annual shows have always revolved around themes because I want any entertainment to be educative for it to have value. So when we did Satyamev Jayate, which was on social issues. Then 2019 we took on historical musical, which was India Through the Ages. And then after that, we did Myths, Legends, and Science, which were stories from all over the world. So these three themes that we took up was basically to educate our students on historical perspective and then on global perspective. So that I wanted students to be exposed to global issues also. So this year's theme we have chosen as Echoes Through the Ages, Walls Speak, because basically to enlighten students and the general public about our own heritage and what a rich heritage we have. So this again is a musical, entertaining show, but very, very educative. So the aim of having theme-based shows is to enlighten people that entertainment need not be just what you see in Bollywood films. It could be very educative as well. And especially for children who are growing up, who are going to become our youth of tomorrow, our future citizens, we must know that India has such a wonderful heritage. To sensitize children that our art and culture in India is something that they should be attracted towards. So this is the main aim of having these theme-based shows.
As we see this, as we see all the ads and templates of the show, charity seems to be an integral part of our show.
Gurnoor, I would not use the word charity for this because charity makes you one higher than somebody else. Giving. So it is not charity at all. I don't believe in charity, as such because everybody should work for what they achieve. So this is not really charity. This is our sole duty as citizens, as people who have been blessed with so much. It is our gratitude towards the Almighty for giving us what we have. So if you think in terms of charity, you think of yourself as superior. We are not superior. We are just lucky to be born in houses where you have got everything. We are blessed. So how do we show gratitude? I don't believe in temples, mosques or churches or any form of gratitude showing, to God in a way where you just go and pray to God. He has sent us for a purpose. If we fulfill that purpose, that is our gratitude to God. So what we are doing is we are having this fundraiser for something that I really believe in. Snehalaya is an institution that if you see, they are genuinely working for people who have not been blessed like us. So we would like to do something for those sections of society who do not have the blessings that we have. So it's basically a fundraiser, and I want to sensitize our youth also to these kind of fundraisers because they need money to do something for them. Where is the money coming from? So government agencies, we have such a large population. The money is not enough. So if people like us share our blessings with them, I think they will be able to achieve a lot. Children who are doing it, every day when they come and do this kind of rehearsals for the show, there is a drop of sensitization getting into them. So this is an army of say 400-500 participants that we have on the show. We are preparing for society. Tomorrow you may not realize it now. I think you all are a part of the show also. But you may not realize it now as something that is being added to your personalities. But the seed is sown in you. When you know that you are doing all this, one, for a good purpose, one. Secondly, when you're enacting this, you are actually imbibing that heritage. So every day when we do rehearsals, somewhere it's getting into your system. So it is not ABC doing a show, it is us. So it is a huge learning process.
Celebration of heritage often involves collaborations. How has the school engaged with external partners or local communities to enrich the annual day experience?
One, it is not an annual day. Two, it is I did not want it to be just a school show. It is not an annual show. It is a fundraiser event. Now, to give it that status of a community feeling, we did need collaboration. I'm a little disappointed that public at large did not really come forward the way I expected them to. A few organizations have come forward, so I hope this is the beginning of the sensitization process where the general public also realizes that these are events they should contribute to. After all, the same organizations or the same public spends a huge amount of money on their personal entertainment. An organization would want their name glorified or something in return. They should learn that some things you do for nothing in return. It just gives you internal peace and happiness. So for that, in future, I hope that this is the starting ground, and in future these collaborations will be much more. We need collaboration. One, for of course, the financial part of it. If we are going to contribute to a mental health unit of Snehalaya, it should be some sizable amount where they can do something. So, besides the money part of it, it is joining hands in community for being sensitized to community service. So, overall, if you want to improve a community, everybody has to collaborate. So, this is just the beginning. I'm hoping that in future we'll have many such programs and many such collaborations.
What message or impact do you hope this year's show will leave on the students, parents, and everyone involved? Do you see this as an approach to continuing traditions for future shows, focusing on different aspects of the Indian heritage and culture?
Yes, it should have a huge impact on the public at large and in the children. So why are we doing a show on heritage buildings and all? How many of you know of your buildings? Even if we go and see them, we go as tourists. We just see a building and appreciate the art and culture. We don't know the stories that were behind them and feel the pride in it. Why do we need to feel the pride in our heritage? Because unless you feel the pride in it, you would not feel like doing something for your country. If you feel that your country is so great, you would want to add to it. Why is our youth migrating to other countries? Because they don't have that kind of pride that our country we should improve. Now, it may not be a direct impact, but when you know that your country is so rich in heritage, we are the ones who gave India civilization in the true sense. If we don't feel the pride, we don't value our country. So, unless the youth of the country, values your country, how will you improve it? So, with that hope that this youth needs to, take the country forward to make it the greatest country on earth, we need to build that national pride. That national pride will only come when we showcase our country. That see, we are so good. Everybody, tends to see only the garbage and the filth in India, the poverty in India. They don't see what we had. So now in the recent years, we have been having a lot of this cultural kind of exposure where we are shown what our country is. So when I see that, I feel the youth should be sensitized to it. And in future also, we plan to do a lot of shows. In fact, I want to do a documentary on Nagar itself. We have such, rich monuments. So if we do a documentary and we show it across, can you feel the pride we feel to belong to the city? And from the city to a state, from the state to a country. So to build that, this is the first baby step. After that, of course, it will carry on, and I want our students to be that army to bring about the change. So that is why this thing was visualized and it is created, being done, and it will be carried forward.
Ma'am, can you say something if someone wants to help for the show, or if someone wants to show gratitude or do donations, how do they do it?
Now, first of all, it has to come from the heart. We don't want to force anybody to sort of contribute to this. I just hope they feel for the cause and they give. So it is not only the money, of course, they can buy the tickets, first of all. If they buy the tickets and come and see the show, we'll be very happy because they're contributing that little amount which they can, and they're coming and see to see a show which I assure you will be educative entertainment, and they will go back thinking, oh, it was really, really worth it. So this I assure you that this show is going to be worth it. So first thing is buying the tickets and coming and seeing the show. Secondly, believing in it. Just like I feel so passionately about the show, if my students can believe in it so much that they can convince others about it, I'd be very happy. So passionately believing in the cause and in the way the program is being done to spread the message. So these are small ways in which you can help. Then people who have businesses can take up sponsorships. They can make direct donations. So monetarily you can help like that. And thirdly, for future shows they can ask for sponsorship. And if they haven't been able to do it here, but I would hope collaborations and sponsorship for this show also. But even if the seed is sown today and for future they come up by themselves and say we want to join hands with you, so that would be a huge achievement. So these are the things that I expect from the show, but basically I want all the Nagar public to come and see what our children can do, how we can feel pride in our country, and what meaningful entertainment can be. So that I want their sensibilities to develop beyond Bollywood. If you can spend 500 rupees on a Bollywood movie which gives you nothing but song and dance and violence, I'm sure you can spend some money and come and see a meaningful program. So this is what I expect. Now, how to do it? They can approach the school. There are QR codes given on the poster, so they can scan them and pay by GPay. They can pay in cash. They can pay by any means because the money is going to Snehalaya directly. So they can pay by check directly on the name of Snehalaya. So many ways of doing it. They can approach the school for whatever they want to do. Tickets will be sold from the school. Directly if they scan the QR code and send us a screenshot, tickets will be delivered to them. Then from this 1300 army of icon students, so these are our ambassadors, so you can buy tickets from them. So I would hope that they would make this whole event a success.
Ma'am, could you brief about the venue and dates of the show?
The dates are 21st and 22nd. I would like people to know that 21st is not a dress rehearsal. It is a proper 2-day show because we cannot accommodate so much public in one show. So it's a 2-day affair. You can come on 21st or 22nd. The tickets are priced at 100, 200, 300 and 500. Only thing is the 200 and the 300 tickets are valid for any of the 2 days. The 500 tickets are valid for only 22nd and the 100 rupees ticket is valid for only 21st. So with these in mind, they could get tickets from any of the venues that I've mentioned.
How do you think that your targeted audience, that is the young generation and the parents and the public of Ahmednagar, is going to be attracted to this show to come and watch it by their own?
I would, on their own, probably not. So this is where we want you to help. All the icon students are our ambassadors. They know why we are doing it. They know how good the show is. They know our standards. So these are the students who can spread the word and convince the parents to come and see the show. After they see the show, then they can spread the word, and next year onwards, I'm sure they will not. But to get them in the first place to come and see it is not only to see their own children perform. So you are the ones who can convince people to come and see the show. After that, I am confident that they will like it, they will enjoy it, and they will tell others.
Thank you, ma'am, for this interview.
Ma'am, it was great experience talking to you.
Thank you so much. And this show has done more than just the show. See, it has brought people like you. And you have learned so much. So this whole thing is also a great learning experience for the students. You've learned of experiential learning. This is experiential learning. This is teaching life skills. So students have not only learned how to act and dance, they have learned skills like these. They will learn skills of convincing people, the art of selling. So these kind of outputs that we get are much larger than just a dance and music show. And we have a lot of classical culture in the show, which people have forgotten. So that is another outcome. So a show is not just a show of a stage show. I'm so glad you had this interview, and I'm so happy to see that you are so technically aware and savvy that you could do this on your own and you needed no help. So thank you very much, and I'm very, very proud of you.